Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. A bit of a late upload today, a bit of a rushed upload. My voice, you'll notice, is a bit sore. I've been out from 9 till 9, basically, and I'm making this video at what, it's not 9 yet, so 9:08 we'll say, but still making this video. Big news emerging from Celtic Park today. Some very positive news and a very busy week for Celtic. There you go. Shows you when you're making a video like this and so rushed and such. This is what happens. But a very busy week for Celtic and some positive news coming out the night before we play Bayern Munich tomorrow. And the news being that Kieran Tierney has decided to sign a 6-year contract extension at Celtic. Some fantastic news you've probably all heard by now. You'll all know, I mean, you can't miss it. If you follow Celtic on any social media, follow any Celtic related pages, it'll be bombarding your timelines on Twitter, Facebook, etc. So there's no way you don't know about it. If you don't know about it, then you've been sleeping under a rock for a day, which I suppose isn't that bad. But you've missed out some massive news, and I'm here to give my opinions on it, talking about whether I think he'll fulfil the 6 years, whether he'll stay for the whole 6, or is he going to be that good that he'll move on to a big team. We'll give my opinions. I want to know your opinions as well, so make sure to drop your opinions below. But some fantastic news indeed coming from Celtic Park, and the boy deserves it, let's be honest. Since coming into the team under Ronnie Dyer a couple of seasons ago, to his spell on the team over the past season and the Invincible season and the start to this season, he has been a consistently good player to watch, consistently good for us, putting in quality performances. He has his off days sometimes, but generally knocks his pan out every week, gives 110% majority of the time, and he's became the fan favourite at Celtic. He's been a massive figure, and he's quickly already at the age of 20 became one of the most influential players in the park for a lot of fans, an inspiring player for a lot of younger fans as well, and showing that our academy is making a lot of progress, and our academy is doing its job and producing young players for the future. And he is the kind of talisman, the prime example of what our youth academy is doing for younger players, along with other players coming up such as Anthony Nelson, Calvin Miller. But Kieran Tierney really has been the crown jewel. He really has been the one to look at, and he's been phenomenal over the past couple of years, and you can only imagine he's been rewarded heavily, being rewarded well and well deserved. You can only imagine the reward he's getting here. Probably a massive wage hike, and there we go again with unprofessionalism. Even hear my messenger this time, but you can only imagine the wage hike is there, and it's well deserved. Give him all the wages in the world if we have to, because at the age of 20, genuinely one of the best fullbacks in Britain. And I'm not saying that biasly. You can be biased because it's true. He is one of the best fullbacks in Britain right now. He would not look out of place in a Man United team. You could take pelters off the Rangers fans, even Celtic fans, if you don't agree with that statement. You could take the pelters all you like. Give me the pelters in the comments. Do it. Because I genuinely believe that if you put him in a Man United team, put him in a Man City team, Spurs team, whatever, he would not look out of place. He's a phenomenal player. And in this current financial market, you're talking at least 30-40 million pounds for a player like him because of his age especially. The potential he has got is unbelievable, and it's great that we have tied a contract down for 6 years. Now, as I said earlier, we're going to talk about whether or not I think he will fulfil those 6 years. He is obviously a Celtic man, a Celtic fan at heart. He is a die-hard Celtic fan, which does make you think, potentially, he will fulfil those 6 years. But the way he has been playing, if he keeps it up, if he keeps up these quality performances, I mean, surely there's got to be a point where the money's on the table for Celtic, and it's irresistible. We've got to take it, because I can imagine maybe in 2 seasons' time, a bid of 40, upwards of £40 million being put in for him, and at that point, Celtic cannot ignore a bid like that. So it comes down to whether Kieran Tierney wants to move or not. Does he take the move? Does he progress on with his career? Or does he become this Danny McGrain-like figure and stay at the club 20 years? It's a difficult one to tell, one of the more difficult players, because you get a player like Moussa Dembele, who is almost a certainty that he will leave Celtic, let's be honest. But Kieran Tierney, because of the passion he has for a club, will he go? Will he stay these whole 6 years at Celtic? It's a good question to ask. Personally, as much as I love him, I'm not doubting him. I'm not saying this in a malicious kind of way, like, he'll never do it. I'm saying it in a way as in, to progress on with his career, I can see maybe 3 or 4 years into that contract, if the money's there, he will move. I just see it happening, and I'm not saying it in a bad way whatsoever. I just think he will personally take the move. The 6 years is a long time, and if he does commit to it, that is unbelievable, and you can only take hats off to the guy. I'm not doubting him. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays at 6 years. I'm just saying I think that he might take the move if the opportunity is there for him. Why not? He might want to move on and have a challenge down in England, as the challenge he's had up in Scotland. He might feel is over, and he might want to take that move down. So I personally see him going eventually, but I would love to see him stay the 6 years. But I'm just happy we've tied this contract down. It really does add to the value as well, because when these contracts are long-term, teams tend to pay more as well. So if people want to buy him, might pay a bit more now. But invaded, and I can't really mind what I was saying, but Very good news. I think that's what I'm saying. Very good news. I'm very happy with the news hearing it today. Just a quicker video to talk about that. And aye, well deserved. Well played. He was talking about also how an inspiration of Scott Brown. And once again, it comes back to this point. And people love to criticise Scott Brown that aren't Celtic fans. Love to slate his performances. But as an off-the-ball man, and I'll say it time and time again, you can make a collage of clips of me saying this. You can say time and time and time again, and I can say it time and time again, off the ball, Scott Brown means so much to Celtic. He's a leader, he's passionate, everything, and he's helping these young guys. Scott Brown is vital to Celtic Football Club, on and off the pitch. You can slate his performances, how he passes the ball, how he dribbles with the ball, but the fact is, when you take Scott Brown out of the team, you can't say there's not a difference. He is vital, and I know it's a KIERAN Tierney based video, but I just want to talk about my love for Scott Brown there. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, let me know your opinions below, and I'll see you all next time.